Welcome to a classical class today. We're going to start by standing and we're going to start with our feet in our V position. So with your V position, you want it about cheekbone size apart for me, heels connected, toes just fanning out to the side. We're going to bring our arms in a Cossack position, one stacked on top of each other, relaxing into your shoulders. We're just going to start by bending into them knees. Heels are staying connected and then just rise up, draw the inner thighs together. Good, and again, bending into the knees, trying to keep the posture upright and then driving up. Good, and I want you to feel all the points of your feet hitting that floor. So you're not rolling into them feet or onto the outside. You've got all your toes pushing into the ground and your heels staying connected. Good. We're going to start adding in a rise up. So you're going to bend down into that squat. And as you rise up, I want you to lift to the balls of your feet, separating your heels. As you lower back down, you'll just bend it back into that position, challenging yourself a little bit lower each time. Good. Let's go for two more. Down, together, and rise. Brilliant. Let's do one more. Down you go into that lower position. Rising up, you hold at the top and then just lower and lift your heels. Up and down. Relax the shoulders for 3. Good. And for 2. Making this your last one, holding up there. Keep the heels rising as you just lower down again. Bit further where the heels are lifted and then drive up. Once you're up there, lower your heels to connect. Good. Only 3 more. Lift your heels. Keep them lifted as you lower down, keeping that posture upright. Driving up, inner thighs connect and lower back down. Let's do 2. Lift, down. Can you challenge yourself a little bit further? Rising up and lower. One more. Up we go. Down, holding it down there for 3, 2, 1. Driving up as you rise, release your arms away and take them down by your side as you lower your heels slowly. Perfect. I'm going to turn to my side now. Arms are reaching in front of us. What I want you to do is rise to the balls of the heels again for a final time and then split them so your feet are now parallel. Take a breath, and as you roll forward, I want you to exhale. Feel how that body rolls away like you're peeling away from a wall. Rounding down, finding your hands to the floor if you can, and just give me 3 little squats there. Bending into the legs and then straightening them behind you as the crown of the head goes really heavy and the bum drives to the ceiling. Good. Last one. Restacking that spine as you curl all the way up. Releasing your arms up and then round, bringing them in front of you. We're going down for one more time and holding down there. Exhale, lift up out your hips before you dive over. Remember, create the most amount of space in your body as possible. Hands reach down before walking them out into that elephant pose for me. From here, you're going to push the hips down. So your bum's pointing down and you're pulling your ribs and abdominals in. From here, you're just going to pedal your feet, switching from one side to the other, stretching through the back of the legs, but whilst maintaining that connection in your center. Final one each side, and then I want you to lower both heels. Both heels are lowered, bottoms tucking under. You're going to release your right foot behind you and then just tap it down to the floor. And again, up, so the leg rises and then taps down. But what you're doing is maintaining that lovely curve in your spine the whole time. Only allowing the leg to rise as far as you can take that flex up without opening up your spine. Last one for me. Reaching from here, I want you to ripple your body all the way forward as you come into this long plank position. Leg is still hovered. All you're going to do is rock forwards and backwards into your left heel. Forwards and backwards for 4. Maintaining that long line. 3, 2, 1. Now pull that center up as you drive back and just lift and lower that leg for a final 3. Good. 2 more. And last one, lowering that foot down as you lift that other leg away, drawing the left leg up, and you're just going to start by them lift and lowerings again. Good. Leg is long and you're maintaining into that curl. Good. Make this your final one as you hold it. Ripple your body forward as you find your long lever into that plank position. Rock forwards and backwards into that right heel for 3. Strong in that upper body for 2. Last one, hold it, ripple up, tuck the bum under as you pull back and just lower and lift that leg for a final 3. Good work here, guys. Pulling that rib cage in for 2. Last one, lowering that foot down. Now ripple the body all the way forward. Both feet are down. You're just going to push forwards and backwards for 4. 3. You've got 2 more. Really be strong in them arms, making this your last one. And then you're going to lower your knees down and just shift your weight back away from them wrists, away from them arms. Perfect, guys. Really nice. From here, I want you to ripple all the way forward. Just give me a cat to cow, arching your spine in the opposite directions, taking it into a nice flowy movement. No beginning, no end, just really exaggerating their movements and making sure that you're fully aware of your center, even when everything is telling you to just push the abdominals forward. Good. And pull back into that center. Really nice. You're going to come up into this high kneel position. I'm going to face you. And what you're going to do here, even myself out, is we're going to go into a thigh stretch. So, anyone that gets cramp, I want you to curl your toes under behind you, but if not, push your shins into your mat. Arms extended in front of you. Now, without squeezing and gripping into them glutes, I just want you to lean back into this flat back position without hyper pumping them hips forward. Try and relax and just focus on them thighs stretching and then feeling that connection to lift you up rather than like driving your hips forward, okay? And again, leaning back, push your shins into the mat and then lift. Brilliant. 2 more. Back you go, hinge and lift. Make this your last one, hinging backwards, lean and reach. Brilliant. Facing me if you can. Your left hand is going to come onto the, that's the center. You're going to take your hands round by the back of your head. We're just going to give a little side bend each side, warming up the sides before we take it a little bit further. Remember, grow up tall, then melt over. So when I'm over my right hand side, I want to be pulling my left hip down to really help me get up. And again, up and over. This one's good to do in a mirror because what you can watch that it's not happening is that you're not taking your hips to one side to achieve that bigger movement. Lift through your center, rise. Exhale over. Good. This time you are going to hold all the way over to your left. So reaching all the way over to your left, hold it. Breathe for 4, 3. This time coming into that center and hold. You're going to extend your right leg out to the side. Foot is turned in like so. And we're going to continue, but leaning into that left side. Arching over, feel that stretch. And then use your waist, lift you up. Spin the bum under as you come tall. And again, up, out them hips. Leaning into it, reach. Lift up through that side. This is a bit of a killer, this one, I have to say. 3 more. Over you go. Lift through the ribs, lift tall, all the way up. In. Final 2. Over you go. I always feel like I feel these side bends or anything where I'm doing like this the next day gets me. Last one, you're going to hold all the way over there. Little lift and lowers for 5, 4. Good. 3. Try and control your breath. 2. Holding it static for 1. Hand comes down to the floor as you reach. That's left hand down on the floor, right hand by your head. Lifting and lowering your right foot now in a flexed position, up and down. With your hips, they are driving forward. You can tuck your left toes under the back of you if you find that helps you. But if not, just keep the shin pressing into the mat for 2. Holding it up there for your last 1. We are now going to draw that leg forward on straights. Flex the foot and pull it back. Good, not easy, I know. So if you need to come down on your forearm, come down on your forearm. But focus on them hips driving forward for 3. In. Good. Final 2. Push and reach. Make this your last one. Reaching that leg forward, pulling it back and hold. Little circles with that right leg for 3. Good. Keep driving your hips. Don't lose it. 2 more. We're going to reverse it and go the other way now. So round you go. It kicks in, doesn't it? 3 here. Power into your legs, into that body for 2. Holding your last 1 static. Little lift and lowers for 5. Woo. Kick in. Let's go for 3. 2. Hold it for 1. You are going to reach that right arm away. Now turn in towards that 4-point kneeling position and lower that right leg extended behind you. Brilliant. From here, you're going to release your left arm away. Extend it nice and long. And then you're going to draw both arm and leg into your kneeling swimming, okay? Right leg reaches away. Left arm reaches long. And in, gliding them both in. Let's only go for about 4 more. Focusing on how much you can keep that connection in your center. You're not extending too far that you're doing this. Don't want to see this. And in. 2 here. Reach. And in. Last one. Reaching away, holding that length for me. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2. Tap that right leg up and down. Don't swing the leg, you control it. Only 4 here. Good. Last 3. You've got 2. And making this your last one. Hold it long for me. Good. And then rest, come all the way in. Really nice. Stretching your arms forward and then rolling your body all the way up. Lifting tall. Perfect. I'm going to turn back to the front. Taking your leg out to the side for me, reaching it nice and long. Hands are going to come around the back of your head again. Now, as you lift tall first, then you glide over to that right hand side. Good. And then draw up, lifting through that waist as you restack. Oh, click. Over you go. Melting into that position. Lifting up, pulling everything in and up. I've only want about 4 more of these. Challenge yourself. How low can you go? Keep drawing the opposite hip down to really make you work in your center rather than letting like your back do all the work. 3 more. Lift. Making this your final 2. Definitely have to drive my hip forward a lot more on this side. It wants to pop back. I just don't think it likes it as much, but I'm not going to let it have it. Hold over there. Little lift and lowers. Think about working in your center for 5. Relaxing for 4. Breathe. 3. Killer. 2. Last one. Hold it. Release that right arm down to the floor. You're going to flex that left foot and then drive it up and down. Good. Keep driving your hips forward as you lift and lower that left leg. Good. Whew, arm need a little shake there. 2 more. Lift. Power runs through the side of my body. Holding it up there, you're going to drive that left foot forward and then flex, pulling it back. Oh, it don't like it this side. And back. Really nice. Forward. You only go to wherever your flexibility will allow you to go. Form over everything. Good. 2 more. Pull. Draw back. Last one. Pull. reach back, hold it, circle that leg, drive your hips forward if you've now let them go. 2 more, and then reverse it round to the other side. Definitely doesn't like it as much this side, I have to say. So you may feel one side feels completely different to the other. Back to the center, little lift and lowers. This is your final bit. 4 more. 3, lift up through that center. 2, holding it static, breathe. Release the arm away as you turn in towards that right leg. Good, left leg is extended. Find your 4-point kneel. Reaching your right arm away as that left leg lifts, and then draw them both back in. Good. I want you to just double check that your right leg hasn't decided to put itself in the center of your body. Find that knee in line with your hip. In. 4 more. Reach. It's funny because my kneeling swimming on this side likes it so much more. 3. I just feel like my hamstring is so much stronger on this side to help lift the leg up rather than just it feeling like a dead weight. 2. Making this your last one. You're going to hold out there. Hold just your left leg up and down. I feel like my breathing is so heavy, so I do apologize. I think it's because I left the heating on. 3 here. Final 2. Last one, hold it, reach away as long as you can. Pull everything in and up and rest down. Sitting back, find that stretch in your body, extending everything long. As you take a little moment, a little breath here. Fantastic. Rippling your body up as you come in, bringing your legs in front of you like so. We're going to start with our legs extended. We're going to start bringing our soles of our feet together, okay? So I'm going to go into a little bit of a spine twist like this. I'm going to keep my arms in a Cossack position, and this just makes our hips a little bit more open because they might feel a bit tight after that last sequence. Grow your spine up nice and tall, finding that Cossack position, and you're just going to rotate, twisting the body round, pushing the soles of your feet together to get a little bit further, and then moving through that center, round to the other side on your exhale, getting to your point and then pushing your feet into each other to get a little bit more twist. And again, rotating on that exhale, find that space in your body as you twist. Brilliant, round to the other side you go. Exhaling. Feel very mobile in the spine today. I did the double class, so maybe I'm just feeling extra limber. Limber? Is that the right word? I don't know. I'm going with it. Twist. Good. Let's make this your final one. Rotating round. Twist. Back into that center. Reaching your legs long as your hands come round the back of your head. Grow your spine up as tall as you can. You're going to give me a tiny little tuck under your tailbone. Now leaning back in that flat back, you hold that control. Then I want you to round your spine and slowly lower all the way down, giving me a little reset. As you curl up, you're going to pull your elbows in closer, okay? So exhale, pull your elbows in, and I want you to lift up through that center all the way. Keep that circular motion as you drive that head to your knees, and give me 3 pumps down for 2. Last one, and then restack, lift tall. Good. Taking that long spine into a little tuck. Now lean back into your flat back to where you can control it. Then roll your spine. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Let the legs draw from underneath you as you melt down into your mat. Good. On your exhale, elbows draw in. Feel that scooping up of your center as you drive all the way forward, pulling your head closer to your knees. So 3, 2, 1, driving up. Perfect. And again, tiny tuck, lean. Sound like Tiny Temper, didn't it? Reach your legs long as you melt down, opening out into that chest. You breathe. Exhale, elbows draw in, scoop. Pull your legs in towards you as you roll up, and then pull forward for 3, 2, 1. We're going to do one final one. You got this. Grow your spine. Tiny tuck, leaning into it. You hold and round. all the way. You got it. And then releasing off. Perfect. Taking your feet by your bottom. Oh no. Right, so we got one more, okay? One more curl up. On your exhale, pull in. Pull your leggings in and up all the way forward and dive for 3, 2, 1. Grow your spine as you release your arms away and take your hands pointing to your bottom with your legs nice and long to reset, okay? So fingertips towards your bottom. We're gonna glide our right foot in towards our bottom. Left leg stays long. From here, you're gonna drive up your hips, lifting up into this lovely reverse bridge position, and then lower back down. Perfect. We're gonna add in a little bit of a hip work here. So once you're down there, I want you to lift your left leg up nice and straight, okay? And again, tuck your bum under, rise to that reverse bridge and hold, breathe. Roll your spine back down into the mat and then draw that left leg up. Bit of hip mobility work, okay? Driving up, lift. Reverse, sit down, ripple, and leg lifts. Good, we're gonna do 2 more. Driving up, lift, and rolling down. Once you're down, leg lifts. Good. This time we're going to hold up there and lift that leg. Roll your spine up and hold. Left leg lifts and lowers for 4, 3. Good. Driving up into them shoulders. 2. Last one. Lower the leg. Roll that spine down and lift that leg again for a final 4. Definitely harder on the ground, but really try and keep that spine long as you lift and lower for 2. Last one. And lower. Oh, killer, isn't it? Release your arms away, just give a little reset, breathe, and then taking them hands back. I had a yogurt before I started and I feel like it was a terrible idea. Not sure why I did it, but here we are. Feeling the effects of it for sure. Okay, let's go. So driving up, lifting your hips up, come up nice and tall. Rolling your spine down rather than sinking back, and then draw that right leg up and lower. Perfect. Tuck your hips under as you reaching everything forward. Slowly rolling back down and lift. Really nice. So only going to do 3 here. Drive. Rolling down. It's not the nicest movement, I have to say, for a lot of people. I like it, but a lot of people find it quite odd and quite wristy. So just bear that in mind. You rest at any point, okay? Leg lifts. This time we're staying up there and lifting that leg. Drive up, hold. Leg lifts up and down. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Lower the leg, roll the spine and hold. Leg lifts up and down. Try and keep tall in that spine so there's no pressure in your hands. So you're really working into that hip and that quad. 2 more. Make it your last one. Hold it and lower. Oh, releasing away for me. Hands come across your legs and just easing off there nice and slowly. Okay, we are going to make ourselves go all the way down. So take it nice and slowly, all the way down. Arms down by your side and just rest there. Good. From here, I'm going to keep my right leg long. I'm going to get you to bring that left leg into a tabletop position. The right foot is flexed and I'm going to get you to push your hands into the floor and rotate right into that left hip for me. The left hip can lift, but your right one stays glued down. Good. Really work from the inside out. 2 more. Get them hips moving. And then the other way, round you go. Circle through it. Be strong in that center. You don't want to be losing control of this, but you want to be making sure you're getting a lot out of this hip work. 2. And into your center, you hold it. From here, you're going to release your arms up to the ceiling. And from here, you're going to curl up your upper body and reach that left leg, away. And then come back in. Good. And again, exhale, curl up. Reach that left leg long as you curl up and extend your arms. And then bend it in as you lower that upper body. Perfect. Let's go 3 here. Exhale, reach. Draw that leg up as the arms reach forward. And fold it in as you relax. And again, 2 more. Exhale. Grow taller, lift taller, reach that leg longer. And in. Brilliant. Let's hold up there for this last one. Exhale, lift. Hold it. Just your left leg down and then pull back up. And down. Good. And lift. Good. Keep staying up there, reaching the arms long. And lift. 2 more. Up. Last one. Leg draws up and you lower down, gliding that leg in and down as you slide that right one into tabletop. Good. We're going to circle through this right hip now. Same thing applies. Left hip stays down, but that right hip can go full, that full range of movement. It feels really nice. 2 more. And last one. Other direction. Round you go. Get them hips oiled up, baby. 3, 2, and into that center. Brilliant. Flex that left foot. Make sure it's activated. Arms glide to the ceiling. As you exhale, curl up. And as you do, right leg reaches long. And then you control it back into tabletop. Arms reach up. Good. And again, exhale. Lift. I want to see you curl up. Well, if I could see you, I would. But I want you to push yourselves. When you're here, when I can't see you, you want to make some differences to your body, you need to push yourself. Just because no one's there to see you doesn't mean you don't have to try hard. You know how it feels. If you don't feel like you're challenging yourself enough, then get in the mindset that you need to. Good, that was a bit motivational, wasn't it? Last one, you're going to hold up there, reaching up, hold it, just the leg, up and down, lift for 3, draw up, I want to see length in that body, 2, brilliant, last one, holding it really long and rest that down, extending it away, find your full body length and take a little moment there, perfect. We're going to try a little reverse curl, okay? We're so nearly done. You're going to slide your feet in towards your bottom. I've taken my mic off to the side because I found when I keep it on, it goes all muffled when I do a reverse curl. So, okay, just why it's there. We're going to bring our legs into tabletop. Now, some of you will get further than others. That's completely fine. What I want you to do is really push your arms into your floor, opening up into your chest. And what you're going to do is you're going to use a little bit of a momentum, okay? So you're going to push your hands into the floor. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring your knees in, tuck your bum up, and then control it back down, okay? And again, give a little bit of momentum, lift up, but it's all about that control when you come down. Now, a lot of you will find that your head lifts up when you're coming down. That's because you're not pushing into the mat enough, okay? So really try and focus on pushing your body into the mat, controlling it as you roll back down. Really nice. So some of you will just be working here. Absolutely fine. You continue with that. Others, if you're happy going over, you're going to push your arms in, reaching all the way over for me. Find this like big scooping sensation so you're not right into your neck, you're into them shoulders and that C curve in your center. From here, you're going to slowly roll your spine all the way down and bring your legs back into tabletop. Good. And again, reach your legs up to the ceiling, push into the floor, roll all the way over, hold, flex your feet, and then roll all the way down. All the way. Good. And then bend your knees in. You only got 2 more. So whatever variation you're doing, you choose what works best for you at this moment in time. Over you go. Hold it. Flex your feet and ripple down. Rolling back down. Good. We're only doing 1 more, okay? Over you go. Push. Sink. Peel that spine all the way down. And rest there. Perfect. Hugging your knees into your chest, giving yourself a little rock from side to side. You're going to glide your feet back down into your mat. Perfect. Arms are going to come out to your side, feet by your bottom. And I just want you to take a moment, letting your legs lower from one side to the other, being aware of your center. Exhaling. As you instigate the movement right from that center, I want you to find that connection all the time. Really be aware of it. Don't just go through the motions, feel it. 2, and then coming back in. Perfect. You're going to hug one knee into your chest, below or above the knee, and then curl yourself all the way up for me, nice and tall. Good. I'm going to give you some side bends each way, but we're going to go into like a mermaid position. So taking one leg in front of you like so. Whatever leg you want to start with, all we're doing is just melting from one side of the room to the other. Reaching up nice and tall, exhaling over. Good. Breathing here. Good. And make this your last one. Over you go. Brilliant. Taking your legs around to the other side, nice and slowly, and just repeating that on the other side. Just a nice way to get that breath back to normal. Worked hard in that last little bit, so really well done. Good. Big finale there, wasn't it? 2, and then coming into that center. Bringing yourself in, legs together for me, giving yourself a big shoulder roll to finish, and you are done. Well done, everybody.